Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Things are about to heat up for 5-year anniversary coming up. I think a lot of people are pretty much tired of waiting, and at this point, with 2 days left, things are about to really shift into another gear. You know what I mean? Like, I think currently we're probably sitting at third gear, so coming up tomorrow, today, you know, we'll go into fourth, fifth, sixth, you know, whatever, and get into overdrive at some point. But the interesting thing about these guys, so we'll click on the new story event information, but if you look through here and look at the top right, you can see that each of these story events has like a special icon in the top right portion. Now in this case, this is Gogeta Blue, and before we get into it any further, let's talk about the free-to-play story event. So on the top, it does mention that 2 SSR characters will be free-to-play and they will have their own orbs. So let's take a look at who they are. So it's of course the 3 Saiyan story event from the Dragon Ball Super movie, so of course we pretty much know who they are. I think they covered this on the V-Jump scan anyhow, but it is going to be an intelligence SSR Kid Broly, or Baby Broly we can call it, and looks like for the leader skill it's going to be Pure Saiyan's category, key +1 HP attack and defense, increase of 30%, and then for the agility it's going to be the Baby Vegeta unit, and looks like for the passive skill to attack and defense, increase of 50%. So outside of that, we don't really know much. I'm not sure if they necessarily Dokkan Awaken. I would imagine they do, but at this point in time, we really don't know. But it's kind of funny how the type attributes are pretty much common with some of the other, you know, Broly and Vegeta units I've seen. Like the Dragon Ball Super movie, Broly free-to-play unit was an intelligence type. I've seen a couple of variations of Vegeta as the agility version as well. Like the Kid Vegeta was an agility type free-to-play strike unit, so I thought that was awfully interesting. But look, the big point is, you know, we pretty much knew at this point in time that, you know, Gogeta Blue and Vegeta Blue are coming as part of the 5-year anniversary main featured banner DokkanFest units. But I think it's nice to be able to know that you know, it is pretty much confirmed at this point, and they're not necessarily throwing any curveballs at us, you know, by potentially switching things up. Again, the top right is Vegeta Blue here, so we will be getting either of those 2 or both of those 2 on the banners coming up. That's pretty much what people are expecting, and I think at this point in time, it's pretty much confirmed as such. This is the Zero Mortals plan, or Zero Humans plan, whatever the right terminology is for that. It does have a free-to-play Zamasu. Looks like the strength version. Initially, I thought it was going to be a Dokkan Awakening of the pre-existing strength Zamasu unit, but it looks like this is a brand new one, and based on, you know, the terminology here about Nakama Nishite is basically acquire the unit. So essentially what that means is it's an event free-to-play unit. For the Zamasu unit, it looks like Time Travelers category, key +2 HP attack and defense, increase to 30%. It does Dokkan Awaken into a max level 120, so, you know, we'll have to figure out what the max stats and passive skill settings are for that unit. The interesting thing about this one is it does start out as a super strength type, but converts over to extreme strength once the Dokkan Awakening takes place, so just keep that in mind. It's actually going to be interesting because you could essentially create 2 sets. You know, one is a super strength type and one is a super or extreme strength type, and just have different classes, you know what I mean? And I don't know if that would necessarily make any benefits, but it's an interesting thought nevertheless, and yeah, that's all there is to say about that. I don't know if there's any other you know, event-related units. Typically they would announce it and list it out here anyway, so yeah, I mean, this one was a little bit interesting because, you know, it's covering 3 of these guys. I would imagine, you know, 3 of them would be featured as free-to-play, but that's not necessarily the case. And of course, you know, we have 2 days left, so today's the 27th, so we've got pretty much, you know, one more day until the ticket banner comes out, that we can actually utilize these tickets that we've been collecting as part of the countdown login bonus. Again, it'll come out on January 29th, and at this point in time, 35 total tickets. And again, there's that guaranteed LR thing based on 55 total summons or whatever the case it was. So we haven't really gotten a whole lot of detail on that outside of like the V-Jump scan, but that is related to this particular banner. So we'll have to wait and see the deal on that one. But outside of that, I already covered this yesterday, but we are getting a stage 5 for Infinite Dragon Ball History. That is coming out as well. Preparation period starting on January 28th on a Tuesday. That's JP time, and then it'll drag on pretty much to the very, very end of the wait, basically to 5-year anniversary. If I rephrase it, it'll probably open back up right before the official start of the 5-year anniversary. That's the same case for Boss Rush Stage 10. We are waiting on that to come out. Again, the same preparation time of January 28th, Tuesday, leading into the start of 5-year anniversary. Of course, both this and Infinite Dragon Ball History will not be available during that preparation time. But the good thing about a new Boss Rush stage is it's pretty much 35 to 40 stones. That's typically what the range has been with the newest stages when they were first introduced. So that's an opportunity to collect more stones and get ready for the 5-year anniversary to start with the Dual DokkanFest banners, which is pretty much going to be the LR Gogeta Blue and LR Vegito Blue. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody's thinking at this point. So that's pretty much the extent, with 2 days to go, that's pretty much where we stand with Dokkan Battle news update. So hopefully you found it helpful, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.